with this cast, these are, I'm in awe of all of these comics. And then when I read the script, it said juror number 2. We don't have names. We will have juror number 1, 2, 3, up to 12. And it said juror 2 jumps on the table, sings I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, and tap dances for 2 minutes. So I phoned him back. I went, it says here that juror 2 tap dances and sings a song. I said, yeah, that's right. I said, you do know I don't tap dance. He went, why not? I said, what do you mean, why not? He said, you've been in the business 40 years, haven't you? He said, yeah. He said, you've been in that long, you should be able to tap dance, shouldn't you? Well, no, not everybody tap dances. So I said, can't you ask, there's 12 of us, can't you ask if one of the other lads can tap dance and I'll play a different juror?
I'm here today at the Pleasance with Joe Pasquale.
Hello, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
I'm excited, I'm always excited. I can wake up in the morning. So I'm also, because I'm 65 next week, and I'm just happy to be above ground, if I'm honest with you.
That is good news.
You do get to a point you go, oh, you realise mortality is going to come at you. I'm in a Sniper Alley. But so to be up here for the first time ever, I've been in Edinburgh a million times, but never been during the Fringe. And every day's
not
exciting.
only is it you've been in comedy for 40 years and it's your first Fringe that you're performing, it's not the first Fringe you've ever been to, is it?
Yeah.
Actually your first Fringe?
Never even been up before during. I've always avoided, I don't like crowds, you see.
Right.
So this is, and then up here, there's a million people up here. I don't know how anybody makes any money at all, because there's so many shows, like 4,500 people, 4,500 shows, and I don't know how many people there are, but I don't know, how do they decide what to go and see?
Why haven't you been at the Fringe before?
Well, a lot of people say to me, why haven't you done this, why haven't you done that, why don't you do that? And you can only do the things you're asked to do. And I'd never been asked before, so when this came through from the director, Guy Masterson, who did the Shark is Broken, the one on the Jaws one that was on a couple of years ago up here, and he did 12 Angry Men here, said 20 years ago, and I read the script and now I saw the cast, I went, I've got to do this. He said, there's no money in it, never any money in Edinburgh, I said, don't care.
So your show is 11 and a half Angry Men.
Yes.
So can you tell us just a little bit about it, how it works?
They did the original version here 20 years ago of 12 Angry Men with 12 comics in, and they tried to get the rights again this year for it, and they couldn't get the rights, so we refused the rights. So Owen O'Neill had been writing this spoof of this a few years ago. He said, well, if we can't do 12 Angry Men, let's do 11 and a half Angry Men. And because Ian Coppinger is the half, because he's not very tall. And it's a great spoof of the original with 12 comics, and it's set in 1958 about this courtroom drama. It's not called, it's actually the jury sitting in a room deciding whether this lad's guilty or innocent. And it's just a great pastiche, a great spoof of the original movie and the original play.
Brilliant.
With 12, I always say 11 brilliant comics and me is what I say. With this cast, these are, I'm in awe of all of these comics. And then when I read the script, it said juror number 2. We don't have names. We will have juror number 1, 2, 3, up to 12. And it said juror 2 jumps on the table, sings I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, and tap dances for 2 minutes. So I phoned him back. I went, it says here that juror 2 tap dances and sings a song. I said, yeah, that's right. I said, you do know I don't tap dance. He went, why not? I said, what do you mean, why not? He said, you've been in the business 40 years, haven't you? He said, yeah. He said, you've been in that long, you should be able to tap dance, shouldn't you? Well, no, not everybody tap dances. So I said, can't you ask, there's 12 of us, can't you ask if one of the other lads can tap dance and I'll play a different juror? He went, no, I'm not even going to ask that. I want you as number 2. So I said, I can't tap dance. He said, well, you've got 4 months to learn. So I've had to learn to tap dance.
You've had to learn to tap dance?
Yeah, only for 2 minutes.
Any chance we can have a little demonstration of your tap dancing?
I do, yeah, you can't see it. I ain't got the shoes on. I can show you, but I ain't got the shoes on, so you wouldn't hear it. I'd be like in slippers. Go,
40 years ago when you started out in comedy,
yeah.
Were you not tempted to do the Fringe then? I mean, that's obviously how a lot of comics start out.
Yeah, but at that time, I couldn't afford to because I was married at that point and had kids and just couldn't afford to come up here and do it. That was why I didn't do it then. Then, happily, I got divorced and I could afford to do it.
How do you decide what to go and see?
To be what I'm doing, I'm going to see everybody that's in our show because nearly everybody's doing stand-up and I'm the oldest bloke in it. 40 years doing this and I'm the oldest one in the show, but I'm the baby and they've all taken me under their wing. And what's great about it, I talk very fast when I'm excited, by the way. So there's so many comics in the show that I've admired for many, many years. And so, I'm sitting next to Tom Stade, I've got Spencer Jones, I've got Stephen K. Amos, Glenn Wool, J.J. Whitehead, Terry Alderton, Ian Coppinger, Phil Nichol, the legend of Phil Nichol, Owen O'Neill, and I don't think I missed anybody out there. But yeah, it's all these fantastic comics that I'm at a table with and I'm in awe of them all.
And you've got another show as well.
Yeah, I'm doing my own show here at the Pleasance on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 14th, 15th, 16th with Terry Alderton, where it's just like an in-conversation talking about the past 40 years, really, and questions and see what happens. We haven't planned it. If you don't plan it, then nothing could go wrong.
That's true. And how have you found the Fringe? Would you do it again?
Oh, I've loved every minute. The only thing I don't like is I'm having to walk in the road a lot because I can't get up down, because I have to get through the gig And I'm like, if I don't leave enough time, because you have to wait hours for a taxi, you know what it's like. And even then the roads are shut. So I think I'm going to get run over every day because I'm always in the road just trying to get to the gig. But I do love it. It's amazing. I really don't know how you decide what to go and see.
Yeah, what else are you going to go and see?
I'm planning on going to see the Tattoo. My nan and granddad took me to the Tattoo when I was about 9. And I remember it vividly. So, and everybody said to me, it's still the event that it used to, even bigger than it used to be. So I want to go and see that. And then once the Fringe is finished, I'm home for 4 days and I'm back the weekend after it finishes, doing the Pratt Pack, which is myself, Bradley Walsh, Brian Conley, Shane Ritchie, at the, I think we're at the Playhouse just for one night.
Right.
And we do a whole tour all over the UK of that. So we did it last year and then it was so amazing that we decided, let's come back. So I'm going to be home for 4 days, then come back again. So
And then Edinburgh will be quite different when you come back.
I think it'll be a lot emptier then, yes. And I'll be able to walk on the pavement.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming to see us today.
No, thank you very
Great
much
to
for
hear
your
all about
time.
it.